Check. Okay. Good evening. So, once again, my name's Ford Chumley, and Miles asked me to be his best man. When he asked me, I said, of course. Just one condition. You have to ask Claire to do my hair for the wedding. Yeah, thank you, Claire. I think she did a great job. No, I'm really honored to be here tonight with everybody, and I'd like to thank Bob, Suzanne, and Celeste for, where are you? Please help me out, for hosting us tonight. I also want to thank Steve and Francie for a wonderful rehearsal dinner last night. I think I can speak for everybody here when I say that y'all have made a weekend that'll be memorable. It's beautiful. And I'm very excited to be a small part of it. I mean, look at this trio. First, we've got the wonderful, beautiful bride, Claire. We've also got the groom, my best friend in the whole world, Miles. Yeah. And of course, we've got Miles's hair. Now, I'll tell you, it's quite a humbling experience going through your balding years with a roommate who goes in for regular hair thinning appointments. It's slippery. No, yeah, Miles and I met as potluck roommates our freshman year right down the road here at Lynchburg College. Woo! And at first, we didn't interact a whole lot, but we soon discovered some common interests like video games and drinking and decorating our room with various items from around campus. And we also have complementary strengths. I was able to show Miles a whole new world of movies and music, and even able to introduce some brand new concepts to him, like fashion. Miles, on the other hand, helped me a lot with my schoolwork. Yeah, he was able to actually convince me that doing some might be a good idea. It's true. No. To tell you the truth, I did come close to getting kicked out of school a couple times. And, yeah, I know. But, if Miles wasn't there to start taking my tests for me, I would have been in really big trouble, I think. No, we've always had each other's backs. Where am I in my speech? So we got along so well that we decided to live together for the rest of college. There's a lot of stories that I could tell y'all tonight. But I think the one that sums up our friendship best is maybe the night that I think I really knew Miles was my best friend, because he showed me one of the most important qualities of friendship: forgiveness. He might know where this is going already. Maybe I shouldn't tell the story. No. So in his senior year, Miles took a semester abroad in Australia. Julie was there as well. And so during his extra semester that he needed to graduate, I came back for alumni weekend, and we went out to dinner with some friends. And I was really excited to be back at school, and Miles was driving, so I decided to have a few drinks with dinner. And afterward, we're piling into Miles' car, and I'm in the back seat, and I realized that his didgeridoo is also back there. So I loved that didgeridoo. It was Miles' favorite thing from Australia. He brought it back. It was eucalyptus, authentic, really nice. So I'm in the back seat, obviously, in my drunken state, playing some didgeridoo for everyone in the car, and no one likes it but me, But then I realized that I left my jacket in the restaurant, so I ran back to get it, And Miles here, being the thoughtful friend that he is, wanted to pull the car up to get me. Well, what he didn't realize was that in my stumble out of the car, I somehow dropped the didgeridoo outside of the car, and that it was now sitting right behind the rear wheel of his car. Yeah, so when he came to get me, he ran it over. It was completely destroyed. And splinters. Do you still have it? That's amazing. Okay. Yeah. So as horrible as that is, the story doesn't end there. We're back at school minus one functional didgeridoo, and I'm really feeling pretty horrible about how, like, my first night with Miles, like our reunion's going. I feel horrible about it, and I didn't think I could feel a whole lot worse until I go in for like a enthusiastic high five. We'll call it enthusiastic with Miles, and slammed his beer bottle into his front tooth and chipped an entire corner off of it. Yeah, same night. Yeah. So our friendship survived that night, and to this day, I can say that he's the best friend I've ever had. He's kind, generous, loyal, and forgiving. But now he's got a new best friend, an even better best friend, and that's Claire. And I'll also never forget the first time I met Claire. Okay. It was at a ski weekend at Snowshoe Mountain in West Virginia. And, one thing I've learned hanging with the Monroes is that you really got to hold your own, in order to get the full experience. They're not gonna help you with a whole lot. They have faith in everybody to be confident in themselves. And Claire, little did she know, she'd be put to the test like right away. So we're getting ready for our first day on the slopes and getting all of our gear situated. The living room's abuzz. And Mark decided that the best place to store his snowboard, leaned it up against the swivel chair, right? That's in the very middle of the living room. And of course, inevitably, someone brushed by the chair, and the snowboard comes down like a guillotine right on top of Claire's bare foot. Yeah. It started swelling up and bruising like immediately, and we're all like leaned over checking if it's broken. This was awful.
I just had it sharpened too.
Yeah. It's got a metal edge on it. Heavy. So Claire's like fighting tears, but she did not get upset, not even close. In fact, yeah. Right then and there, she gracefully forgave Mark in his clumsy ways. And she made it out for an entire day of skiing. So now, I'm happy to say that Claire is going to have Miles's back for life. And no thanks to Mark, she's also going to have her foot. And with that, I'd like to propose a toast. I love you guys. And here's to a long life of happiness and love for Miles and Claire. Cheers.
Thank you, Ford.